guys, one today's YouTube video. Today we are going Funko Pop hunting nowhere because we're finally doing a Funko News Friday. I know it's been a long time. Finally, we can do another one. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. We've been lacking on the Funko News Fridays, and we are here. So, if you guys can make sure to smash like button, hit the subscription, helps the channel immensely. I really do appreciate everyone liking, commenting, and subscribing. I really do need it for us so we can get monetized. That's obviously the goal, is to get monetized. So obviously just watch these videos. I do appreciate it. I'm putting my heart into all these videos for you guys. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. If so, comment down below. Why are you guys enjoying all the content? Is this stuff you guys want to see? What new stuff are you guys enjoying that I'm incorporating to the channel? We did post a short today. We will be streaming tonight. Hopefully my good buddy Voldred will obviously hop on and play Fortnite with me tonight. I don't know if he will because he doesn't really like Fortnite currently, but nonetheless, let's get to obviously this chair, talk about the leaks because there is a lot of them, and let's go over everything because there's a lot to go over. Alright guys, so now we're back obviously talking about some leaks. Obviously you guys know we're talking about Funko News Friday, and so obviously we're here going to be talking about stuff that's happening. Obviously, with that being said, we have lots to go over, lots of things to talk about. Obviously, see a couple little changes I am going to mention real quick in this little beginning. I will be streaming Fortnite tonight. That's obviously going to happen. Tomorrow, content will be up in the morning. There is the live event, which I'll be streaming for obviously Fortnite. I'll be posting a video and a stream. SDCC did not go. We are going to talk about a little bit of things later on, but SDC, I really didn't do anything this the year. The only one I would have gone for was the Sasuke, but I just didn't really feel that invested. So tomorrow's video, I don't know. I might try to see if I can go to GameStop. Maybe, you know, I'll dice that up later and make a decision. But as of this exact moment, obviously I probably won't be going to do anything for SDCC. Obviously, I am going to be delaying when I watch the Fantastic Four till obviously the review will probably be up either Monday or Wednesday next week. I don't really know because I'm not going to watch it today. I didn't watch it yesterday. So a couple of those things. Obviously, let's talk about some leaks, which we haven't done these kind of videos in a while. I'm kind of excited. So obviously, first up, we do have obviously going in, obviously, like I always mentioned, shout out to Rock Osiris, Scarlet Joker, Funko Insider, and anyone else that these leaks might have came from because obviously I don't really know all the time. But the first one we do have is obviously going to be Target exclusives dropping for obviously right here. They're both going to be 9,500 or 9,500 pieces, which obviously, if you guys know, is part of those limited edition waves. And it's basically Harry Potter's Dumbledore with Hawks and the Spider-Boy. And I believe that the Hawks is going to the Funko shop, and the Spider-Boy is going to Target. And only Spider-Boy is the 9,500 limited edition piece. I don't think Dumbledore is, but I'm not 100% certain. Then next up, which again, some of these might have gone live because again, this happens during the week, but the Nice Pool, which is also going to Target, should have already dropped, and it's limited to 9,500 pieces, or 9,500 pieces again. So obviously, I might go to Target and see if I can pick this one up to continue my Deadpool set. Don't really know, though. I haven't been to Target in a while. However, it is there, which that's for my Nice Pool fans, which again, a cool controversy with that movie / Ryan Reynolds and stuff, but we're not getting into that on this video. Then next up, obviously, this would have happened yesterday, but we do have the limited edition free run right here, which was limited to 5K exclusive. And this is basically this was obviously going out to Chalice. It's basically the scene where she does the kissing spell, and it's supposed to like work, and it doesn't actually work at all. And it's a really funny scene, and I really love this pop. I'm very frustrated that it was down at the Chalice. They said it sold out almost instantly on the Whatnot stream. So very, very frustrated that obviously that they do stuff like this, but nonetheless, it's still a really cool pop for my free run fans. It still upsets me because obviously I couldn't have gotten one, and it bothers me because I genuinely love the show, and the fact that they're putting exclusives like this means it's going to be 10 times harder for me as a collector to get, but I digress. Then after that, obviously, next up we do have, obviously, for my One Piece fans, we have Monkey D. Luffy from Whole Cake Island right here, and this is going down to Entertainment Earth. Such a cool pop. It's not one of Luffy's craziest molds, but I'm still happy with this. Obviously, I haven't gotten to Whole Cake Island, so I really can't say if this is genuinely like a perfect fit look, but nonetheless, it still is there for you guys if you guys do want that. I would love to get it, but, you know, obviously I have to get the Whole Cake Island. I'm barely in Sabaody Archipelago, which it's weird because I can't, like, that's how I say it, but I don't know how I would. I think I call it Archipelago. Maybe it's Archipelago. Nonetheless, that's where I'm at currently, barely getting to that point, meeting some of the cool characters currently. Then next up after that, we do have going down to, obviously, it looks like it's going to be, I don't know where it's exclusive to, but basically we have Alabasta Nami, which is such a cool pop. Again, another simple pop that, I mean, it's still cool. Obviously, I'm still going to get it. Obviously, I have passed Alabasta, so that'll be definitely a cool pop to add to the collection. Alabasta was such an interesting arc. Like, I genuinely thought it was probably, like, it's not the changing point where stuff starts shifting, but Alabasta definitely is when you start seeing a lot of cool stuff, because you get villains like Crocodile in that arc. You get, like, a lot of really cool stuff that happens during that arc. And I would really say everything starts transitioning really once Luffy starts getting the power-up changes. Because once he starts going into gear shifts and starts doing that stuff, that's genuinely when you're like, okay, he's not just like running in and punching. I think that's genuinely really cool. I prefer when shows go on and characters just are like, they start maturing, they actually start fighting, and it's not just like base, like I've talked about this plenty of times, base Naruto, he did Naruto Uzumaki kicks like every single fight, and every single fight was the same thing. Rasengan, blah, 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 blah. And then after a while, it's like all these different moves and combinations that really fit for the fight that aren't just like, okay, he's doing the same thing over and over. Same thing as that Chalice Collectibles exclusive for free rent. We also had the Naruto Uzumaki, basically, and this one looks so cool. We have a very similar one to obviously it's the Shippuden one where the Nine Tails chakra is leaking out of him, and we do have that one, but this is for base Naruto, and obviously this one looks really cool. It was limited edition, obviously, to yesterday. The only problem was that I think that they basically said that with the limited pieces, which it wasn't very limited very much at all, the voice actors signed them. I don't know if she signed all of them, or I don't know exactly. Maybe Flanagan basically signed them. So if you wanted to get this pop, you got it signed, which I think a lot of people were a little beefed with because you can't just get I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure you couldn't just get this pop. You had to get it in the signed, which if you want a signature, cool, but you also have to pay $95. It was a little bit of weird take. I'm still happy that, they made this pop and all that other stuff. I think it's cool they do little, like, signings on stuff, but I don't know. Every single one getting signed is kind of a weird one for me, but nonetheless, I'm still happy that they're, making cool pops. And obviously that was yesterday, so if you didn't get it yesterday, then obviously you probably missed out. So, next up after that, for my Dragon Ball fans, we do have Biddy Pop singles right there, and I don't even want to tell you all the characters I see, because it's just a bunch of Dragon Ball singles, and then it looks like one of the, chases is, the golden Vegito. So, obviously, if you like Dragon Ball, Biddy Pops, or any of those, there are singles now. You don't have to buy the box, which usually they do that. Box, and then if there's a big set, they'll release, the singles. Then next up, after that, we do have, obviously, this is, a kind of a mashed picture, but we basically have 4 little Sonic plushies. We have the Hershey Kiss, the Eggo Waffle Toaster, 2 new TMNT, those little, play sets, basically, for the Biddy Pops, where it's, the layer. And then we have a new set of Kevin, Harry, and Marv from, obviously, this one's Home Alone 2. Even though the picture, the characters look like they're from Home Alone 1, they say they're from Home Alone 2, which is still cool. My mom loves Home Alone 1. Not as much the rest, but she really loves that first one, so they still look pretty much like if you literally took that picture and practically just said those were the first set, no one would even probably know the difference, but they look really cool. Then next up after that, we do have Amazon exclusive, basically, for the Powerpuff Girl of Mojisha. I don't know who that is. I've never seen really Powerpuff Girl. I've seen it, but I've never really watched it. But so it's going to Amazon, and that's definitely an interesting pop. I don't really know anything about that, so I'm just gonna bypass it. Then after that, obviously, as you guys know, we talked about yesterday, San Diego Comic-Con has officially started yesterday, and all the pops have been dropping. So obviously, I'm going to attempt maybe to go to GameStop, maybe. I don't really know if I'm going to have time, and see if I can maybe get that Sasuke. But if not, oh well, I digress. I'll find Sasuke at some point. It's not too big a deal. Then after that, we do have, obviously, with SDCC, which is kind of when I talk about it, they've been revealing, pictures of pops. And basically, we have our first look at the new wave of, obviously, Marvel Rivals pops, which basically is going to be Magic, Luna Snow, and Jeff. And like I've told you, I don't understand this, but every single character is literally just standing there. Why in the world do you have such cool character designs in the game and in other pops, but for Marvel Rivals, and just Marvel and superheroes in general, are they always just, literally, look at this, just standing there? Lex Luthor is just standing there. And don't get me wrong, Lex Luthor is probably the weakest of my options because Superman would have probably been the better one. And he at least was flying. But, Magic could literally be flying forward doing her attack with the sword, in hand like that. Literally with, a style going around it. So simple. Luna Snow could literally be shooting an ice ball, because that's literally what she's doing. Jeff looks fine. I mean, I'm not going to complain too much about the Jeff pop. Not going to complain about that one because, again, it's literally Jeff. The only thing you could do is maybe done a pop premium of him and his ult. Then next up, obviously for Hunter fans, we do have the 4 pops they've been talking about of them sitting right there. And I think if I'm good, I'm just going to gamble. I don't know all these characters. I know that's Gon. I don't know what the teacher's name is. Obviously, that's Killua. And I think I don't know who that character is. I don't want to say Kurapika because I don't think it is, but it might be. I haven't watched Hunter, so don't come for me in the comments. But after that, we do have Ninja Batman pops of basically Harley Quinn, Joker, and Batman. They look definitely interesting. They do this a lot with these DC and Marvel sets where they just kind of spin them off, where it's instead of just doing Batman, Joker, and Harley Quinn we have tons of, they do okay, now these are ninja style, which Fortnite did it when they released the Batman Ninja and all that other stuff. And next up in this next kind of jumble picture of here, we basically have a set of Wednesday pops, we have a set of Star Wars pops, League of Legends, and then Supernatural. And I don't watch any of those shows or play any of those games or any of that. So I couldn't tell you a single person of a character except for maybe Wednesday. I think that's the only one I might know of those sets. So, not helpful there. And then obviously for my FNAF fans though, we obviously do have obviously Help Wanted 2 pops, which basically has, which I haven't gotten that far in the games, but we have DJ Man right here. And then in the second set, I to say that's Baby, Withered Baby, but maybe I'm wrong, or Scrap Baby or something like that. I don't know. Someone can let me in the comments because they do look really cool. I do need to continue those games. I've kind of lacked a little bit, but obviously we also got the FNAF 2 trailer yesterday. Genuinely look peak, by the way, so that's going to be super exciting. Can't wait for that movie to release, but I have to continue the game. The next one I needed to do was, what is it called? Ultimate Custom Night, but on console they said it's absolutely horrible, so instead I just watched some videos on it and I'm just gonna go to the next game. I think it should be Help Wanted. I just gotta pick it up and actually play it. Technically speaking, I should also go back to Security Breach because I did like the very lame ending of basically doing nothing, so I should really go back and, you know, redo that, but I don't know, man. I should definitely do that. Then next up, this is definitely a weirder set, and this is a set that I wanted to talk about. We're basically getting, I don't know why right now, but we're getting Christmas-themed anime pops. This is one of the first times I think they've ever done this, and basically it's Tanjiro, Nezuko, Naruto, Kakashi, and then the exclusive of Giyu, all doing like Christmas things, which is, again, maybe they're revealing this, and then they'll obviously release in December or early November or late November. I don't really understand it. This is weird. I mean, I still will pick them up because they're definitely something funny, but I definitely wouldn't ever keep them out of box because of the fact that they really don't make sense due to the fact that they're only themed for Christmas. It's kind of strange. I think they do look cool, though. I'm glad that they kind of went out of the ballpark with them and didn't make them very, like, bland. They also all are Pop Pluses, which doesn't really matter anymore with that price change because now Pop Pluses and Commons are literally the same price. So I don't really understand what the purpose in that, because hypothetically speaking, every pop could be a Pop Plus and we'd still be paying the same price. So I don't know. I also couldn't tell you where Giyu is going to be exclusive to as of this exact second. I would like to say Entertainment Earth, but I'm not 100% certain, and I don't really see anybody that's saying anything. Then after that, we have a lot of leaks. I apologize. This video is really long. But the next set we do have is going to be Scooby-Doo and Shaggy with their 3D glasses, which is another set for my Scooby-Doo fans. I mean, I do enjoy Scooby-Doo. Not that I'm going to get these, though. Then, obviously, we have for the Fallout show, we basically have a new set of characters, basically, with Vault Boy, Cooper Howard with a chase. We have the Ghoul, Maximus with a chase. And then we have Lucy McLean. I don't know who the chase of Cooper Howard is supposed to be for. Is it Vault Boy that he's supposed... I've never watched Fallout, never really played the game, so I really couldn't tell you anything about that. But that's there for my fans that potentially like any of those pops. So, other than that, though, I think that's all the leaks I have for today. Obviously, long video. I do apologize. Tomorrow's video, I don't really know what we're doing. I apologize, I'm sweating. It is quite hot today. But obviously, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow with obviously the video. But I definitely will get some stuff out. Obviously, check out the short we did today. Make sure to watch the stream tonight. We'll be streaming. I want to try to get my my good buddy Voldred to play some Fortnite tonight with me. I don't know if I'll be able to get him to. If not, it'll be Rivals because that's all he tends to want to play. So, other than that, though, I will see you guys obviously tomorrow. Tonight with the stream. And then tomorrow with all that other content. So, yeah. Peace.